My wife loves bagels. She loves everything bagels, and God forbid you hand her one that's not toasted. However, she really likes Locke's Bagels, and there's this place downtown called Bacon Street Bagel in Lynchburg, Virginia. They make amazing sandwiches, really good food. I don't even really like bagels, but when we go there, which is not very often, but when we do go there, they have the shittiest parking lot in the world. Take a look at this real quick before we start the review and demo today. It's like impossible on a Sunday morning. I think it's Sunday mornings. Yeah, I usually, not usually, but often will go down there and pick up bagels if it's someone's birthday or a special occasion, Mother's Day, and I'll bring them back. But it is a nightmare from hell trying to get in and out of there. So what is my point of telling you all this before we start the show? I'm not a big fan of bagels. Greetings and welcome back to another Bagelicious episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host as always, Jason Oliveira. With us today is the Everything Bagel Pringles. And boy, I couldn't be less excited, to be completely honest. I have so many. I'm going to go take a picture after this and I'll insert it here. Yeah, I've done a lot of Pringle reviews. There's actually a playlist now. If you guys just want to watch my Pringle reviews, I'll share it right there. There you go. There it is. There's been a lot of good ones. There's been a lot of bad ones. There's been some interesting ones along the way. There's been some very hot ones. Everything Bagel, though, it's one of those flavors that you can buy the seasoning now to add it to things, and I think that's so bizarre. Like, first of all, the spice aisle is just out of control these days. Go down to your local spice aisle at Walmart or Kroger, Stop and Shop, Shaw's, wherever you are, Piggly Wiggly. I don't goddamn know. But wherever you go to get your spices, just take a minute and soak it in. Like, okay, how many salts do we need? How many peppers do we need? And then on top of it, there's just all these custom weird things, including now Everything Bagel seasoning. And I'm like, okay, that one kind of makes sense because it is a bunch of seasonings that I don't know how they do it. Do they butter the top, oil the top, whatever it is, and then they throw the seasoning on, it sticks? I don't know. I don't know enough about bagels. Bagels are okay. I like the consistency of a bagel. You guys know me. I love softer food. So, bagels untoasted for me are a good time. But toasted are fine, too. I don't know what it is. They just don't do anything for me. Like, I'd rather have an English muffin, rather have a lot of things. Lasagna. I guess that doesn't really fall in. Let's smell these, see if we can get a odoriferous emanation off of it. Is something there? It's not packaging. Doesn't smell like a normal Pringle. I don't know what that smell is. It's just nothingness. But there's definitely almost like a bakery that's been closed down for a year, and then you go in and you can kind of still smell that they maybe baked bagels there once. There is no indication of any dusting on this, which is surprising. I just want to take another one out just to be sure. Yeah. Kind of boring looking chips, but we're going to give one a go here on the Vodkast today, and we'll see what we think of it. Down the hatch. First reaction is they're salty as fuck. Holy hell. Not that that's a bad thing. I like a salty chip. Like, when I go in for a normal, like a Lay's, or even just a regular Pringles, I want it to be really salty. I don't want it to not be salty. This is a little overboard, but like I said, it's not far enough overboard that you're like, oh my God, this is too much. Nailed the flavor. What else am I supposed to say? You already know I'm not a big fan of bagels, so it tastes like a everything bagel seasoning. I wouldn't say it tastes like a bagel necessarily. Though there is some kind of weird other flavor in there. Not in a bad way. They're a perfectly acceptable chip. I would even... All right, let's score them. I'm going to give them an 8. They're very good. They're very delicious. I'm normally not a big fan of this flavor, but in this format, especially with the over-salting, very good. Very good. Tasty. I could go eat a bunch of these right now, as a matter of fact. You know what these go really well with? Like if you're having a burger at a picnic and you had these. So next time you're invited to a picnic, don't be afraid to grab the Pringles Everything Bagel. Even if you hate bagels, it's an interesting chip. I like it. It's kind of a change up too from a lot of the stuff we've been having this summer. Everything's got to be over the top. Even my chip of summer, the mango, fiery mango Baja Doritos. Great, amazing chip. I gave it a 10. But everything's over the top. Everything's weird and crazy. Like this is kind of grounding in a way where it's just kind of a spice you can go out and get in the store now. And I guess even before that, you could have just combined the spices you needed to create this. But interesting, like the packaging. I love purple. Whenever you use purple, it always grabs my attention. I was actually looking for the new, here they are over here. Yeah, Minecraft is doing another Pringle collaboration. This one is Dynamite TNT or something like that. So if anybody sees them in stores, let me know in the comments below, and I'll go out and get them and review and demo them, and we'll eat them together. It'll be a grand old frickin' time. I really hope you guys love this episode as much as I love making it. And if you guys are loving the content that I'm creating as much as I love creating the content that you guys are watching, would you please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and then hitting that little bell icon, because it'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today. Tomorrow, let's make the world spin a little bit happier and a little bit more bagely together as one in the sun and in the rain, singing and dancing, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love and never let your inner child die. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one has told you today that they love you, the Vodkast loves you very much, just the way you are. All right, guys, do no harm. I'm Geycen Oliveira. This is the Vodkast, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road to 50. Take care, my friends, and happy adventuring.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.